Hello, Potomac Crossing Ward. This is Come Follow Me 2021 Lesson 16 for April 12th through April 18th, covering Doctrine and Covenants 37 through 40. Section 37. This is the first revelation given to the modern church to gather together. The command to gather is not intended by an explanation as to why. Rather, it is concluded with a statement that the council is wisdom and that everyone must choose for himself. The explanation why they were to gather to Ohio appears in Doctrine and Covenants 28:30 through 32. The Lord comments further on his command to gather together in Doctrine and Covenants 38. This command to move was given December 9th, 1830. Joseph and the others departed late January 1831, and Joseph arrived on or around February 1st. Doctrine and Covenants, section 38. This revelation is a follow-up to Doctrine and Covenants 37. There were doubts among some of the early church members concerning the command to go to Ohio. A conference was held, and the members sought additional comments regarding the command, hence the rather stern and negative tone of this revelation. This revelation reiterates and expands on the command to go to Ohio and why they need to go. And we see that in verses 28 through 33. Compare this with section 37, verse 1. The Lord also addresses the members who are not willing to leave in verses 6 through 12 and indicates why they're not willing to leave in verses 14 through 27. We then have Doctrine and Covenants 39. These two sections address a person named James who had a rather short connection with Smith and the church, approximately 1 or 2 days. Up until the 2013 edition of the Doctrine and Covenants, the person was identified as James Covell, a Baptist minister. With the 2013 edition, the name was changed to James Covell, C-O-V-E-L, a Protestant Methodist lay minister. See the historical comments for an explanation as to why the changes were made. So what it boils down to is historians went and digging, and they couldn't find anything for a James Covell, C-O-V-I-L-L, a Baptist minister. But what they did dig up was information for a James Covell, C-O-V-E-L, who was a Protestant Methodist. And there's a fair amount known about the James Covell, the Protestant Methodist, so they realized that it had to be him. So if you look at my comments on section 39, there's a fair amount of history dug up there that I've included, so you can do a deep dive on that and do some reading. And that most of the work was done by, I believe it was a PhD, as a PhD dissertation, I think, if my memory serves me, at BYU. So Doctrine and Covenants 40, this section is a follow-up to D&C 39, wherein the promises made to Covell are withdrawn. While the section addresses one individual in specific, it serves to show the early church, only some 9 months old, how to deal with individual apostasy.